So now, since we know the high probability CRTs and what times and what days they form, we must now learn where the high probability turtle soups, the high probability purges will come. What times? The turtle soup needs to form at a specific time in order to be considered high probability. If the turtle soup doesn't happen at the correct time, you don't execute. Let's say you're looking for a turtle soup at 3 a.m., but the turtle soup happens at 2 a.m. You do not enter. You wait for the next setup. Simple. Filter your trades. Look for turtle soups at 3 a.m., 6 a.m., and 9 a.m. Remember when I told you guys 3, 6, 9. One more that you could be looking for is 1 a.m. There's a lot more high probability CRTs and turtle soups as well. Go back test, you'll find them, trust me. But for now, I'll leave you with 3 a.m., 6 a.m., 9 a.m., and 1 a.m. This means your CRT ranges, as mentioned before, can form at 2 a.m. and the turtle soup can form at 3 a.m. So, let's align your CRTs with the turtle soups. The CRT range will form on the week 1 of the month, and the turtle soup will occur on week 2. CRT range will form on Monday, and the turtle soup will form on Tuesday or Wednesday. Why or Wednesday? Because Tuesday can be an inside bar. Wednesday can be the turtle soup. High probability CRT. Let's say the CRT forms on Friday, the turtle soup will occur on Monday. If the CRT forms at 5 p.m. on the 4 hour, the turtle soup will form at 3 a.m. If the CRT forms at 9 p.m. on the 4 hour, the turtle soup will occur at 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. If the CRT is forming at 5 a.m. on the 4 hour, the turtle soup will occur at 9 a.m. This right here, actually this entire slide, is enough information to make you a successful trader. Not many people are going to be revealing this type of information to YouTube, to Twitter, to anywhere for that matter. This is what is controlling the markets. Study. So let's look at an example for Forex. CRT formed at 5 p.m. As mentioned, where is the turtle soup going to perform if we formed a CRT at 5 p.m.? At 3 a.m. As you can see, 3 a.m. turtle soup. This is a 4-hour time frame. So 3 a.m. turtle soup distributing to the opposing end of the range. If we go back, you can see 5 p.m. 4-hour CRT. 3 a.m. turtle soup. Exactly what happened here. Let's take a look at a futures example. On a 4-hour chart, you can see at 10 p.m. we formed the CRT range, and at 1 a.m. we turtle souped, then distributing to the opposing end of the range. As I mentioned before, futures, you want to be paying attention to 2, 6, and 10 on the 4-hour time frame. 10 p.m. CRT and 369 plus 1, 4 turtle soups. CRT at 10, turtle soup at 1. Seems like magic, right? Another example here on Forex. 5 a.m. formed the 5 a.m. formed the CRT range, high and low. 9 a.m. turtle soup. And the third candle distributing to the range low. This is a 3-candle CRT. Perfection right here. As mentioned before, if the CRT forms at 5 a.m., the turtle soup will form at 9 a.m. Study that. Rewind and re-listen to exactly what I just said. The filter approach. We're getting close to the end of the video here. And I felt as if it was necessary to add a little bit of psychology to this video. Strategy, models, code, signatures, that's all one part of trading. Psychology, psychology, my friends, that is what's going to distinguish you from the beginners. Let's look at something I call the filter approach. Allow yourself to have filters on your trades. Filter out the low probability trades as they are a waste of your time and energy. Save the capital for high probability trades only. This is what separates the beginners from the professionals. This might seem like common sense, but for some reason, beginners will always fall victim. Let's take an example, as you may not understand what I mean. If you have backtested and studied properly, and while backtesting you recognize a specific signature in price that you can always spot clearly, visibly, it's always there, and you just naturally like it better. Let's call this your A+ setup, right? That is what the retail community tends to call it. Well, here's a secret. Those retail traders don't understand that that specific A+ setup is the only setup they should be executing on. It's not an A+ setup, it's simply the setup. Many retailers would succeed a lot more if they simply understood this. So let me simplify. When you're backtesting, you're going to see some setups form. Higher probability setups, or A+ setups, and you'll find some lower probability ones as well. You're going to execute the A+ setups and the B+, C+, etc. setups. Why? Because you categorized the best setup as your A+ setup. Rather, you should be categorizing that A+ setup as your only setup, as the setup. The only setup that you should be executing on is the one that you can spot clearly. The highest probability setups are the only ones that you should be executing on. Filter everything else out. Filter everything that is not A+ in your eyes out. Do not take anything else. If there is a specific way that you like your CRTs to form, wait for those CRTs. Don't force any others. There's always going to be more. For example, if you like inside bar CRTs, then don't trade the 3-candle ones. It's simple. Many traders will fall victim to their impulses, gut feelings, etc. They will find any way possible to come up with a reason as to why an entry is a good idea when there is nothing on the chart. Sound familiar? This is another common characteristic between the professionals and beginners. Separate yourself from the rest. Be sure to focus on your risk to reward and percent gain loss. This is very important. Very, very, very important. I haven't touched base on this yet. However, if I get enough comments, I will. It's very boring, but very, very important. Without the proper R to R, you'll never succeed with CRT. Set a standard for yourself. Whether it be 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 1-to-1, 5-to-1, whatever it may be. Set a standard for yourself. If you only want to take 3-to-1 trades, 3R trades, only take 3R trades. Do not settle for a 2R trade. If a 2R trade is there, don't take it. Wait for a 3R trade to form. And if it doesn't form today, wait for tomorrow. If it doesn't form tomorrow, wait for the next day, etc., etc. Be patient. That concludes CRT. Everything that you need to know about CRT is within this video.